Good morning, guys. I'm here to share with you a lunge activation that I love to use with my clients. In yoga, we believe that from activation comes stability, and from stability comes strength, and from strength comes mobility and durability and all the things that you want with your movement. And so today I'm going to run you through one of my favorite exercises or favorite activations to get the hips anchored and really get the hips working and to protect the spine and to enable your fullest movement. You may want blocks for this or something to elevate your upper body so that you can maintain the proper spinal position. We always want to make sure that we stay tall and we keep a nice S curve. I'm going to go at a slight angle so you can see what I'm doing here. I want you to start in a nice quadruped or tabletop position. Knees below the hips, wrists below the shoulders. One, make sure that you cannot see your feet between your knees. So fix that now. Point those toes straight back. Resist the knees apart as though you are stretching that mat. Notice how when I do that, it lifts my butt, lifts my booty just a little bit. It gets me to neutral in my lower spine. From there, we're gonna ground through that L of the fingers right underneath the shoulders. That's the ball mount to the pointer finger. Wrapping the triceps towards the rib cage is like giving yourself a hug. And doing that, you see it pulls my shoulders down and pulls my arm bones into the shoulder joints. From there, keeping that opening, I just gently resist my elbows apart, and that you'll feel space open between your shoulder blades. Melting that heart towards the floor, pulling those arm bones into the shoulders, and keeping that head lifted, that neck loose. Breathe into your belly, into the back of your rib cage, and as you exhale, pull those front ribs in towards the spine as we puff up. Find a nice natural thoracic curve. That's your middle back. Keep this and everything that we do today. Sweeping the bug off your tricep and then sweeping that right foot forward to the inside of the right hand, toes in line with the fingertips. You can see my left leg, let's actually turn a little bit, there we go, is directly behind me. Now if this crunches and curls you over in your spine, you want to grab your blocks, which I'll do today so that you can see me using them. First, press down through the top of that left foot hard enough that you can lift that left knee up. If this causes pain, don't do it. If it doesn't, let's go for it. So pressing down through the top of that left foot, you feel how that femur is grounded deep into that left hip. You can poke the front of that left hip, that's your groin, to feel what I'm talking about. Wrapping that left hip towards the front of the room, working that left thigh internal rotation. Keep that activation as we allow this left knee to rest to the mat. It should be so activated that that left knee can float off of the mat. Awareness to the right foot. Lift the right toes. There we go. You can see them. Set the right big toe down. Resist that right heel back as though you're pulling that right leg into your right hip. You can see my right knee come back. Boom. There's my right glute. There's my right hamstring. Back on this left foot, I can take the outside of that left heel, resist it in, and I'll feel the outside of my left hamstring and left glute light up as well. Keep all this action in the hips. It's tiring already. Breathe into the belly, into the back of the ribs, nice and tall as you exhale, corset that belly in. Now the shoulders, wrap the triceps in to open the chest. Resist the elbows out to the sides and breathe. 3 breaths. Full in breaths, expand that rib cage. Sigh it out. Sigh good feelings, activates the vagus nerve, allows for relief. And on your final exhale, plant those hands down. Release that activation. Sweep that right foot back and rest for a moment. Feel all that activation through that right hip. I'm gonna spin so you can see me from the other side here. Actually, we'll go from the front this time. Same thing, let's find your tabletop. Knees underneath the hips. Wrists underneath the shoulders. Resist the mat apart, lift the booty. Ground through the L. Hug your rib cage. Resist the elbows to the sides. Pull those arm rounds into the shoulders and resist the rib cage in. Sweep that left foot forward, inside of the left hand, toes in line with the fingertips. And at this point, you may grab your blocks or pillows or whatever you're using. Press into the top of that right foot hard enough to lift that right knee off of the mat. Grab that right hip towards the front of the room, work that right thigh. Bam, an internal rotation. Feel that depth in the groin. Keep this activation as we release this right knee. Resist the outside of this right heel in towards the midline. Feel your right hamstring and glute light up. Lift those left toes. Set the left big toe down and then the rest of them. Resist that left heel back into that left hip. Feel the left glute. Working that left thigh in external rotation while keeping the inner edge of that left foot down. Breathe into the belly. The back and side ribs, lifting that heart. Of course, the belly in. Keep this activation. Now shoulder stability. Wrap the triceps in, give that rib cage a hug. Chest is open. Resist the elbows to the sides to broaden the back body and breathe. Lift that chin slightly. From that side comes release. I know it burns me too. One more breath. Full in, full out. Sweeping those blocks out to the sides, planting those hands. Keep your alignment. Right toes dig under. Step that right knee up. Step the left foot back to meet the right. Release the tabletop. And then sit on back. Feel how great your hips feel. I hope you enjoyed that demo. I like to do it every single morning. And have a good day. Peace. Oh, and drop some comments in here. Let me know how that goes for you. Curious to know. Have a good day.